It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Quick, ready?
No, we changed it.
Check 47. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13.
Hey, check Mike 47.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
You got three down. 47, Mike 47. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check three. Watch out. 8. Switch.
Here's McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Mike's 56.
McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Rip right. Check start. 8. 25. Check 25.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Check 20.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Go.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Check 50, check 50.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the Ravens have got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Yeah, baby.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Flush to his right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ozzy, shut up. It's just me and you. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Come on, D.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Check Mike 47. Alrighty. 47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
47's the Mike. Coming for you. 47.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 99. Check 99.
So they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, 73 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They fake the give. Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Come on. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, 34 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
We taking wins home. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Jackson steps away to his left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Check 26, check 26. McGinty.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
20. Gun.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more right coming.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He don't want it. Mike 50, Mike 50. I know he won't.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Now it's Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. That's fast. Nervous?
Mike 3.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And all the way getting to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Check hot route. Hot.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Gun. Mike 3. Hey, come on, now.
0-0, Mike Free. You gonna see me.
Newton to throw.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Slam. He's checking.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 8.
SOS. Hey, go, Mike 40. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Here's Newton. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
We own them.
Greg. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's.
Now Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
56 to 20. 56. Check 56. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Come on. You better bring it.
Great.
6, Mike, 56.
Watch switch. 56.
Desperation time. Newton, fourth down.
Who that?
That'll be caught by Anderson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing is Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cam to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, I'm coming. 56 to Mike. 56. Man, you gonna get this, boy? Gun. Let's go.
Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. It would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Green. Mike 6. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 20.
Mike 56.
All day, punk.
They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a